Good morning, everyone. It's Storm, also known as Shar from Taken by Storm, just coming through to remind you I have some really good opportunities and deals right now for those of you who are on a budget. And of course, we also have our same level of top tier service packages for those of you who don't care about your budget. We love you both. Um, Having been someone who operated in both stratospheres of that world, sometimes I didn't have it like that, and sometimes I did. I definitely want all of you to feel welcome. I want all of you to know that regardless of which project we take on, we're going to give everyone the same level of courtesy and professionalism. Now, you're not going to get the same type of site. So I wanted to get into that this morning to explain exactly these deals I've been offering. So, if you are someone who is just starting out, doesn't even really know yet what she wants per se, her branding to be, her lane to be, but needs at least a website to help with screening and to have someone to house your pictures and just to get your SEO rolling because whether people like to admit it or not, your site does become your own personal ad on the internet. So it's important that it capture you as professionally as possible, right? So for those girls who are not ready to go full power ahead, or for those girls who would like to go full power ahead but just can't afford it right now, for 1 week and 1 week only. Today is the 16th, and it's actually going to be a little less than a week. What I should actually be saying is for 4 more days, one, two, three, 4 more days, you have the ability to get in on my 3 to 4 page simple site package, and that is $250. Now, I am only going to accept three, three, count them, 3 people at that rate. And why is that? Because I can't just get onslaughted with everybody at that rate when I know that the work that myself and my partner do is well beyond and worth more than that. But once a year, I do this because I feel like it's my way of giving back and remembering where I once was. Some people get all high and mighty and forget where they've been. I've never done that. And hopefully that's why so many of y'all continue to support me and like me because y'all know I'm just honest. I'm not pretentious. I'm not snotty, any of that. So, 3 of you who may be listening and watching, or maybe the rest of you have 3 new babies, as we like to call them, who have reached out to you for help. This is something you should suggest to them. This is a good starting place, just like a starter home. And then when they can afford bigger and better, they upgrade their site to something bigger and better. So when we get into bigger and better, let me explain what those are. So our packages at 600 to 800-ish are mid tier, right? You get a few more bells and whistles. You get more customizations. You get the possibility of having a logo created to put on your site. Usually, those girls have more pictures and more videos. All right. So that's mid tier. And they get more help with like edits, not to go overboard though. And whenever you have a consultation with me about your site, I will explain that to you because some people like to take advantage and go like super crazy with their editing. And no, we can't let you go super crazy with editing because edits do have to be paid for. They are time. Time is money, no matter what the business is. So we always want to make sure you understand that. But at that $600 to $800 package, you are getting a more customizable site, and that allows you more pages as well. Usually, the people who fall in that tier go up to about 6 or 7 pages within the site of things they want in there, right? Then we go up again. So from 800 to $1,200 packages, this is the creme de la creme. This is the people who know their branding very well, extremely professional already, have everything going like a well oiled machine. And usually these sites have more personal touches. more custom graphics and designs included in them, where me and my partner actually make your graphics, your logos, things of that. I like to call it extra bling. This is where we also help with your copy and content writing. Well, I do. He doesn't do that part. I do. If you need that, this is where you have a more extended SEO package at the beginning of your project, that lasts you for a few months before you have to start paying for your SEO. The SEO on those eventually does have to start being paid for like everyone else, but you have a much longer time frame before it does. These are also good for people. This site range is good for those of you who want a password protected part of your site where you're selling images or videos. Again, the starting rate on your sites where you're going to be selling something is right at around 1200, because those sites take a lot more security, a lot more time, a lot more energy. So those ranges can be anywhere from 1200 to 2500. I don't want you all to think that when I say that it's never going to be higher than 1200. I don't want any confusion to be there. It depends on how much stuff we're talking about, how often you're going to need edits and uploads, the upkeep of your security system, because again, those sites are a lot more, they require a lot more. So, and they usually have more photos and images than a lot of people can imagine. I used to be very photo and video heavy when I had my own site up. So I just want to make you aware of those things. But right now, for three of you, as long as you get into this and are ready to pay before September 20th, I have three available site openings for what I call my once a year give back to the world. It's not me giving it for free. I can't do that. I know some of you wish I would, but I can't do that. And I also think it would be ridiculous to expect me to, because I'm still going to have to do some work. But if you just want a simple site right now and you can't afford much, I can help you out. $250. It will only be a 3 to 4 page site. You are not going to get the same bells and whistles, but some of you don't even like bells and whistles. Some of you are very simple anyway. You just want or needed a site, and up until now, you haven't been able to afford one. Well, this week's your lucky week. I'm here. Let's talk about what I can do for you. As far as my other services, I am still an assistant, a screening assistant. I still help people with, so when I'm a screening assistant, let me explain what that is. I answer your emails and any text apps you have. I help you screen, and I mean really screen, not light screening, but really screen your customers to make sure you're going to be safe. I also help you organize your calendar in your email inbox if you would like for me to. I also stay in touch with you consistently during the day, letting you know who's about to arrive, who's when they're arriving, and who's screened. So some of you may need that. I charge $220 per week for that service, or some ladies do choose to pay it monthly. It is also available and open to agencies who need an assistant, with the understanding your rate is going to be higher because we're talking about more than just one lady. Okay, so I want to make sure you understand that. If you're an agency, it's going to be higher because we're talking about more than one lady. And having been a companion myself for 20 years, I still offer mentorship. I used to have a site for my mentorship, and I used to include videos and all that kind of stuff. That site is gone, but I was thinking about putting it back up because I see so many of you about to get robbed by these people who are offering you mentorship for $500. That is extreme, unless they are offering disc books and giving you at least 10 to 20 hours of their week every week to mentor you. That is an extreme cost, because to be honest, mentorship is not that difficult of a thing. It's literally sharing your experiences and your knowledge with someone else. I personally enjoy doing it because I look at it as another way of giving back to a community and a world that kept me and my family afloat for years. So I enjoy doing it. It makes me feel special and honored when some of you reach out to me. So I don't feel the need to price gauge on that, or price gouge on that. Because I understand most of you, if you need mentorship for a reason, right? You're not getting that many bookings, or you're just starting out. So to ask 500 off the bat from someone, to me, is a little bit of robbery. They are treating you, the other sex worker, the same way they're treating their client. I get charging the client $500. I agree 100% with that, especially for all you have to go through with them. Now, I will say this: if you're that type of provider, though, that's going to be hard to mentor, and you're just going to become a thorn in someone's side who is trying to help you, then yes, your price is going to be higher. You should be charged $500 if you're not going to appreciate and take the knowledge that someone is taking the time to give you. However, if you are an open sponge and you're willing to listen and learn and absorb from people who have far more years and experience than you, and have proven themselves to be reputable and good people within the industry, then you should be fine. And 500 is an absorbent fee. It really is. I charge for mentorship anywhere from 100 up to 250. Now, if it becomes ongoing mentorship that lasts for weeks at a time, yes, then I can understand adding more money. But initially, just to convey information, to have maybe 3 or 4 phone calls, or to take the time just to make you a video that might last 15 minutes, I'm not going to charge you 500 for that. So if you want to be mentored by someone who's going to be fair to you and who actually cares and is actually going to tell you the truth about her experiences and not candy coat them and lie to you about what it was, then please contact me. I'm always available. I am not a morning person, though. Please do not disturb me early in the morning, but any other time of day, I'm available. So here's my website information. It is taken, T as in Tom, A as in apple, K as in kite, E as in elephant, N as in Nancy, B as in boy, Y as in yes, S as in Sam, T as in Tom, O as in opera, R as in ready, M as in Mary, .net. So that's takenbystorm.net. And of course, if you're watching this, you already know the Twitter handle. It's at Supergirlstorm. Feel free to reach out to me. You can call me Shar or Storm, doesn't matter. And you can reach me at my email, which is straight, like straight line, straight talk, W as in Wilson, Storm. S as in Sam, T as in Tom, O as in opera, R as in Robert, M as in Mary, at gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from some of you. And remember, time is ticking on that 250 special. And it's only open to 3 people. And it is a first come, first serve type deal. All right. Take care and enjoy the rest of a wonderful weekend.